Hello everyone, my name is Lynsie McKeown, and today's practice is actually going to be self-inquiry. Now, the yoga tradition is not just about doing yoga postures, it's not just about meditation, it's not just about doing pranayama, breath work, but an important aspect is self-inquiry. And so what I mean by that is that it is really important for us to really delve in and ask ourselves some deeper questions so that we can reveal what some of our patterns are that are keeping us stuck or in a perpetual pattern or habit, that perhaps through self-inquiry we can reveal what our purpose is or reveal the steps to actually move forward in our lives in the direction that we want to go. So it's in our practices, our other practices actually support the self-inquiry, and the self-inquiry actually supports the other practices. So they all work together. And so today I wanted to read from Letters to a Young Poet. And this is written by Maria Rilke, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name right, but I'm sure one of you who does know would let me know nicely. So here it is. Have patience within everything that remains unsolved in your heart. Try to love the questions themselves, like locked rooms and like books written in a foreign language. Do not look for the answers. They cannot be given to you because you could not live them. And I'm going to read that one more time. They cannot be given to you because you could not live them. It is a question of experiencing everything. At present, you need to live the question. Perhaps you will gradually, without even noticing it, find yourself experiencing the answer some distant day. And the reason that I wanted to share this is, one, it touched me at a time when I was feeling very frustrated with not knowing, having all the answers that I wanted and being kind of spinning in this void of the unknown. But also to share it because it's important for us to understand that, our culture is teaching us that we should have everything immediately in our hands at once. And this immediacy actually is creating a sense of suffering and uncomfortableness in our lives when we don't get what we want right away. But it is really in the unknown that if you want to consider that the void, that's actually the fertile void where we're actually being prepared and readied to receive the answers. So that's why I wanted to read that line a second time, is that they cannot be given to you because you could not live them. Okay. So there's a saying in yoga that so many people love to throw out that, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And, which there is some truth to that, but really a more clear interpretation of that, or a more accurate interpretation of that, is that when the student is prepared, the teacher will appear. The answers will appear when you're prepared. And when you're prepared, that means that you're ready to live those answers, that you're really ready to embody them and step into them and embrace them and perhaps even share them and teach them with others. So there is a wait period between the time that you have the question and the time that you receive the answers. And it is in that wait period that we cultivate the patience, and that maybe perhaps we can release the gripping and the grasping to have it right away and actually just live the question. Actually live our lives in the present and allow ourselves to be prepared to receive those answers so that we can actually live them and embody them and share them, perhaps teach them. And so let's just take a moment here and just place your hands, take your right hand to the center of the heart and left hand on top. And bow the head down just slightly. It's this gesture of releasing the mind, that spinning of the mind, and let that mind just drop down into the heart. For it is the heart that actually, the heart is the same place where the answers come from and where we receive, or actually where the questions come from and where we receive the answers. Both are in the heart. So just take a couple of nice deep breaths, and as you breathe in and out through the nose, you just feel the breath moving into the heart space. we all have questions. We all have unknowns, and we all have uncertainties, and we all have a sense of being uncomfortable in that unknown. But if we could just, for a moment, just breathe into the heart, let ourselves settle down into the heart, release the need of the mind to know and to have in this moment, and just allow ourselves to have the space to not know, the space to prepare ourselves, the space to be soft and compassionate with ourselves and our lives. And to know that when we are ready, the answers will appear. And that we will keep continually coming to our mat, we'll keep doing our practices, we'll keep going inward, and keep being receptive so that when we are ready to live the answers, they'll be there. So you're welcome to stay here with your hands upon your heart and just breathing into the heart and just feeling yourself soften and release the need to know, to have, and to soften into being in the unknown, in the mystery. And whenever you're ready, you'll simply just open your eyes and come back. And just take that with you. Whenever you feel that sense of urgency, just put your hands on your heart. Say, okay, I have all these questions, and that's fine. The answers will come when I'm ready. So thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Namaste.